I'm going to hold cards up constantly, so the photo capture image that YouTube gets will hopefully be of cards and not my unflattering face. But anyway, years and years ago, this would have been in the early 80s, I used to go to Montreal and Toronto to card shows and fill a huge duffel bag full of cards and bring them back home, and I had a great time at those shows. But one of the things I never really did was, it was before the first big boom, and it was when, you know, the hobby was really in its infancy. And I don't really remember, but I'm sure there was a lot of Gordie Howe rookies in that room, Mickey Mantles, near mint cards. Grading was decades away. Probably stuff that if I could go back and you know, get a chance to rebuy, I would have. But I loved certain years, and I kept buying them and buying them and buying them because that was my love. And basically it was from, you know, around 1965 to 1972. I just loved those years. Recently I've picked up, actually very recently, I just bought a collection. It contained a 1969 OPC set. It contains a 1970 OPC set, and it contains a 1970 OPC, the better part of a 1970 OPC baseball set. I love vintage OPC baseball. Nice to see that it's finally getting its due. I won't hold up all the cards in the box because I'll probably spill them. The neat thing about this set was it came with the original wrapper, which is really not that hard to find. It's not like a hockey wrapper. The equivalent hockey wrapper would sell for, I would think, a nice amount of money. Not so much on the baseball or CFL wrappers for whatever reason from 1970. That said, people have asked me where I sell my cards. So most of what I sell is on eBay. My user ID on eBay is Vahoota, Vahoota, and the other seller site we use is Pseudonymity. I cannot spell that. Pseudonymity, and I don't even know how to hold up a sign. I guess I could have written something on a piece of paper and held that up. We do our consignments and our sales on those two websites. If you email me, or sorry, seller sites on eBay. If you email me, I can send you a link to them. That's where this stuff will be going. And I just wanted to talk about the 1969 OPC set for a minute. I don't know if I've made a video on this here before. I thought I made this term up. I didn't. I'm not taking credit for it in any way. I just thought it was my own little private Idaho. But I used to call these things crew cut Bobby Orrs. The Orr rookie, the cards from 1966 to 1969, all of the cards featuring Bobby Orr had him in that classic crew cut. And I just think I wish Bobby Orr would go back to this hairstyle today. He should show up at the next draft with that haircut. And I think he'd look like $1 million. So the crew cut Orrs are always very eye appealing. Wanted to talk about, I was going to hold up the Jacques Lemaire card. Did Pat Quinn ever look young? He's a young man there, and he still kind of looks old. Great rookie cards in this set, including the great Pat Quinn, Tony Esposito. I'm a goalie guy, one of my favorite cards of all time. Wouldn't that have been amazing, though, if he'd been in a Montreal Canadiens uniform? Just think how more awesome that card would have been. But that's a great card. And Serge Savard. And then I was thinking as I went through this set, this is interesting. So here's the Howe and the Hull. Okay. And they both have the insert stamp on the back. I don't know if people like that. I actually do, because I think you go back to the original owner of these who would have stuck them on the back of the card, and there was something innocent about that. There's an example of Cornwallis with no stamp on the back. What do you like better? Again, I like the stamp. Another interesting thing about vintage hockey sets in particular, again, not really with baseball, you see them all the time. This is why old checklists in nice condition are worth money. Wow. This is slightly better, not too much, but it shows you, and I've always maintained, older unmarked checklists in nice shape are very undervalued. So that's the 69 set. Trying to think if there's anything else interesting to say. That's the gist of this collection. I wanted to again point out where I'm selling things because people are often asking me. I use eBay because I still think it's the best place to sell. I run auctions, not buy it nows, but in order to run auctions, I always need to buy collections. And I'm holding these cards up so you can see they're not near mint, they're not high grade by any means. And I reflect that because there are some buyers that will not touch anything less than near mint these days. I will buy lesser grade VGXX. You know, if it's older, if it's sets, near sets, or an interesting collection, key cards, I'll buy it in any grade. Raw, you know, graded. I love near mint, but I'll buy low grade too. Yeah, I forgot to hold up cards. Constantly holding up cards. So anyway, if you have a vintage or a high-end modern sports card collection and you do not want to sit in front of your computer and sell it on eBay and go through all the trials and tribulations, if you don't want to go on social media and do it that way, all great things. My business model is, though, that instead of, you know, the time and the effort, you can deal with one person, hopefully me. We can put a fair deal together, I hope, very easily. You know, I think it's a business for me. I love this business. I'll try to pay a fair price for things, but, you know, I'm basing my buying prices on what I'm getting when I sell the cards. So, you know, it's an accurate reflection of the market, I think, because I'm buying and selling this stuff very, very regularly. Again, on eBay, it's Vahuda and pseudonymity. We are running auctions. We are doing some things on consignment, which again, thank you to people out there who've contacted me. That's going very well. Go to the website for more information, aasportscards.com. Give me a call. If you want to be polite and nice and have a professional conversation about your stuff, if you live in Canada, 604-726-1774. Again, as always, hope everybody is safe and doing okay, and I will be back sometime soon with another video when I think I have something to talk about. Take care, everybody. Bye.